Hey guys, once again it's Fred coming at you live. Have a new story for you. And well, it's new to me. It may be an old story. Like I said, sometimes people says those videos are old. That was an old video. That happened a long time. It may very well have happened a while back. To me, it should have never happened at all. And that's why I'm calling attention to as many of them as I can find to show the pattern of police behavior and what's going on in the United States today. Not just one state or two states, but all 50 states. And it shouldn't be acceptable. It should not be acceptable. Let's watch it and then we'll talk about it.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Cody Holyoke.
And I'm Ann McCloy. Saratoga Springs police officer Nathan Baker is now suspended without pay after this exchange with a man who recorded the entire thing.
Adam Rapika, the man who got that face full of pepper spray, was charged, among other things, with resisting arrest. Today, prosecutors dropped those charges. Rapika's set to sue, and the head of Saratoga's police force wants this officer fired. Is Officer Baker still a member of the police department?
As of right now, yes.
That's Saratoga Springs Police Chief Greg Veach, who's actually pushing to have Officer Nathan Baker terminated.
Hello, license registration?
Here's the exchange that started it all.
What crime have I committed? Step out of the vehicle.
Adam Rapika, a self-proclaimed cop watcher, says he flipped Baker the bird a few weeks back. Officer Baker pulled Rapika over, and the exchange escalated.
Step out of the vehicle. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Step out.
That's not a charge for...
Step out of the vehicle. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
That hurts. It's not right.
Rapika maintains he was exercising his First Amendment rights. He was arrested and charged with having an obstructed view in his car and resisting arrest. But today in court, prosecutors dropped those charges.
We can't prove the two charges against Mr. Rapika beyond a reasonable doubt, which is the standard we're required to prove the case.
You can't prove them because they didn't happen. You can't prove something that didn't happen. He did not resist. He was not disorderly. He's sitting in his own vehicle. In order for disorderly conduct to meet the charge, you have to do something that would be alarming to the general public or somebody, and you're out in public. This man's sitting in his vehicle. So the charges were dismissed because they were frivolous. They were made up. This was nothing more than contempt of cop.
Are you disappointed prosecutors dropped these charges?
Well, I respect the decision of the prosecutor, the district attorney in this case, not to move forward with the criminal charges. Criminal charges are rightfully and should be disposed of in criminal court.
Chief Veach suspended Officer Baker without pay. He'll have a disciplinary hearing within the next month. In the meantime, Rapika and his attorneys are gearing up to sue the officer and the city.
Mr. Rapika's constitutional rights were severely violated. He was arrested without cause. He was pepper sprayed without cause. He was held against his will without cause.
Of course he was. It don't get any clearer than that. Guys, when you get pulled over, if it's a good police officer, and they're out there, the good ones are out there. If it's a good police officer, he's not going to mind at all you videotaping. In fact, hopefully, he's also has a body cam and he's videotaping. And that way, it keeps the more honest on both sides. If you do something out of the way, he's got you. If you do something out of the way, you got him, or vice versa. We can't just go out here with a gun and a badge and a uniform, and I've heard people say that for years when I was a police officer. And it's really come down to that now. Used to be, it was just something people would say, but from watching videos on top of videos on top of videos, this is becoming a common behavior for police officers. Nothing more than Nazi Germany, the Gestapo.
Cause his First, Fourth, and Eighth Amendment rights were violated by the Saratoga Springs Police Department.
Chief Veach tells me today the department's internal investigation is still very much in full swing. And he doesn't take his request to terminate Baker lightly. He says the public expects officers will be held accountable for their actions.
Of course we do. And we should be. We should be. Taking an investigation. How much does it take? You've got a video. Videos don't lie. Videos are impartial. Videos show you what happened. And when you look at that video, for a man just to go from wanting your license and insurance to spraying you with pepper spray and getting you in an arm bar, going to bring you out of the car simply because you flipped them off. Guys, that's contempt of cop at its worst. I hope they break the bank. I hope they file a suit. You know, we should have one strike and you're out when it comes to police officers. And there's a video to prove what happened. It's not I said or she said or he said or they said. You have a video to prove what happened. It don't get any plainer than that. It's time for that officer to go. And his certificate should be pulled that allows him to be a police officer anywhere. He should be blacklisted. He's not police officer quality, and he should no longer be allowed to be one. Just my opinion, of course. Thank you, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.